What's going on, everybody? My name is Michael Weir, and this is my movie review for the brand new movie, Willy'S Wonderland. That's right, we get a Nic Cage movie for the first movie that we're going to talk about in 2021. I did see The Little Things, haven't made a review on it yet because I don't really know how to feel on it yet. And that's what I'm going to do with movies. If I don't know how I feel, I'm going to wait because I don't want to trash it or praise it. But I am ready to talk about Willy'S Wonderland. This movie came out on Amazon Prime, and you know what? It's a fun time. I enjoyed it. Let's talk about it. And so, guys, the movie Willy'S Wonderland is directed by Kevin Lewis, and it stars Nicolas Cage. And Nicolas Cage, of course, is in some of my favorite movies of all time. And just to give you an idea, that means Gone in 60 Seconds, Con Air, Face Off, and The Rock. All four of those movies are great action movies. And so when I heard Nic Cage was going to be in basically a Five Nights at Freddy's movie where he took on the animatronic things at a haunted diner that was closed, I was in. I was like, okay. This is going to be fun. This is going to be weird, and it's going to be Nicolas Cage, and it's going to be fun. And you know what? All of those things are true. The movie starts with Nicolas Cage's character going through a town when he hits a spike strip, and all four of his tires go out. And then, as it just so happens, a tow truck is coming down the road, and it's like, hey, I can give you a ride to town. So he gets a ride to town. They're like, hey, we can fix it for $1,000. But as it turns out, we don't actually have any Wi-Fi here in this town, so we don't have a way of a credit card machine. Tell you what, it'll just be cash. He doesn't have any cash on him, so they're like, well, you know what you can do? You could clean this diner for the night. And if you clean this diner for the night, get it all cleaned up, well, I tell you what, they'll probably just give you your car for absolutely free. You know, this thing will work out. So he agrees to it without any words, because that is one thing that is in this movie. Nicolas Cage doesn't say a goddamn thing. That's right. Nicolas Cage does not say one word in this entire movie. And my friend I was watching with was like, hey, what do you think his first word's going to be? And I was like, it's got to be fuck, right? Like, he's going to just say that one time. But no, Nicolas Cage sticks to it, not one word throughout the entire movie, which is weird and different, especially for Nic Cage, because you know he can bring it. I mean, the man's got an Oscar, but he doesn't say one word. So he just kind of goes through the motions in this movie and conveys everything through his face, which is actually pretty cool and something not a lot of actors could pull off, but he does very well. There he is. He's in this Five Nights at Freddy's. This is the best way I can explain it. It's not actually Five Nights at Freddy's because they couldn't get the rights to that, I'm sure, but it's basically Five Nights at Freddy's. He's in this diner, this old abandoned diner, and there's these animatronic things, and then one by one they come alive and try to eat him or kill him. And he has to stop them. And when he does, it's brutal and it's awesome. It's also ridiculous. Brutal, awesome, ridiculous. That'll probably be my rating later. And so, guys, without going into spoilers, that's pretty much all I can tell you about Willy'S Wonderland. I've given you a synopsis, I've given you what's in the trailer, but I can't really go into further things than that as far as the movie is concerned, because I don't want to spoil it for you guys. If you want to check it out, and let's be honest, it's Nic Cage in a haunted house, basically. Well, what's not to love about that? But if you want to check it out, then I recommend watching the movie to see more spoilery type things. But what I'm going to do is tell you things I like, some things I dislike, and I'll give you a rating. The first thing I like as well, I love Nicolas Cage. Again, in this movie, he is fantastic. I hope Nicolas Cage does more stuff like this. I'm not saying he has to convey everything through looks. I'm not saying he can't talk, because again, that was a little strange. But I will say that Nicolas Cage in this movie was different, and I enjoyed that. It was different from a lot of the stuff he's put out recently. It was just, I enjoyed his performance in this movie. I also enjoyed the story. I'll be honest with you. It's very campy. It's very, we've seen this a million times, but it was done a little differently. And in my opinion, it worked. But if we get into some things I dislike, the first thing I disliked is they don't explain enough about Nicolas Cage's character to get attached to him. And what I mean by that is I can appreciate his performance without feeling particularly attached to the character. Like, had he died in this movie, I'd have been like, okay, well, I guess. But he has no backstory. You don't really know where he's going. He is just sort of a traveler who happens to be able to fight off these animatronics after dozens of travelers before him have not been able to do that. You don't really understand his character. You don't understand his motivation other than maybe just getting his car back. Maybe that's his motivation. I don't know. Also, he takes a lot of time in this movie to play pinball and to drink pop. And that's the brand. It's just pop. They didn't get any brand names in it. So every once in a while, his watch goes off and he's like, walks away. And then he goes over and he guzzles a pop, which, ow, on your throat, but okay. And so he guzzles this pop and then he plays pinball and then he goes back out there to beat some ass. Okay. I mean, is strange, and I'm not knocking the movie for being strange, but I do knock the movie for not giving any context. Like, at first I was like, okay, are these energy drinks, this pumping him up? But like, at the end of the day, it just says pop, so maybe it's energy? I don't know. And guys, with all that being said, I gotta go ahead and give the movie this rating. That's right, it's brutal, it's awesome, it's ridiculous. It's Willy's Wonderland. Guys, I love this movie. I had a good time with it. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, hit the like button for me and hit the share button. It means a lot to me if you guys hit like, if you share with your friends so that they can see it. And if you've seen this movie and you want to talk about it, we'll put that in the comment section down below. Let's go back and forth. Finally, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that. Oh, and you know what? I said finally, but I'm going to say and again finally. If there's another Nic Cage movie that you want me to watch and review, we'll put that in the comment section down below. It's never a chore for me to watch Nic Cage and review Nic Cage. I love doing that. So yeah, put that in the comment section down below, and we'll do that. I promise that. You put in one movie per person, you put down there in the comment section that you want me to review, and I'll review it. That'll be a good time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.